Hey, welcome back to World Entertainment. And a new rumor suggests that Jenna Ortega, Wednesday Adams herself, may be heading to Beetlejuice, as in Beetlejuice 2. So there's a new rumor. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Where it says Jenna Ortega, a young actress whose star is shining brightly thanks to her well publicised and tremendous turns in the likes of latest Scream films, and Netflix's Wednesday, has reportedly signed to star alongside Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton in Warner's Beetlejuice sequel. Producers had been looking at Ryder's Stranger Things co-star Sadie Sink for the role of Lydia's daughter, but her unavailability paved the way for Scream 6 star to nab the part. Ortega, of course, works with Tim Burton, director of Beetlejuice, on Netflix's Wednesday. The rumour, which was floated by Daniel RPK and later other often reliable Twitter scoopers, so take that however you will, suggests the long gesturing sequel in the works for over 2 decades now might finally be inching forward. So they want Jenna Ortega to play Lydia, Winona Ryder's character from the first Beetlejuice film, her daughter. No word on Gina Davis being a part of it. There's definitely going to be no word on Alec Baldwin being a part of it. So I would assume maybe you'd be in a different house, because as we know, those ghosts couldn't leave the house. And of course, with the Flash coming out with Michael Keaton being back as Batman, I think it'll pump people up more for the next Beetlejuice. And with the likes of Jenna Ortega being added to it, I don't see why it couldn't work. She was great as Wednesday. As they said, her star is starting to shine, and Michael Keaton getting back into those type of roles. Yeah, who doesn't want to see a Beetlejuice Part 2? God only knows what kind of mayhem it could be. Of course, there's always the risk of you bringing back a character like that and destroying it. Go mega woke or some just terrible modern day stuff in there. I'm surprised we haven't been told Beetlejuice has been recast as a bleeding black female lesbian at this stage. And as I said, there definitely, well, I would assume anyway, there would definitely be no Alec Baldwin. Of course, they could recast those two characters. I can't remember what their names were in the movie. Was it Audrey and something? What was his name? I can't remember what their names were. But I would think they would probably more so recast, because otherwise you're gonna have to do de-aging, because they're ghosts, they don't age. So you would have to de-age them, and I don't think it's gonna have that type of budget to run along. Now, of course, this is all rumor at this stage and speculation. It has not been 100% confirmed that Beetlejuice 2 is happening. So take all of this for what you will, grains of salt and whatnot, but at least there seems to be an indication of what the story would follow and who would be following. That being that of Winona Ryder's character, Lydia, and her daughter, who seems to be rumoured now to be played by Jenna Ortega. So and the craziness of Beetlejuice being back in the fold with Michael Keating. Of course, you would have to ask, would they have to de-age him as well? Probably not really, because he'll be in makeup, the Beetlejuice makeup, so I don't really see much of a need to de-age him. But there you go. That's the rumour that's floating about right now. As the whole article there says, Jenna Ortega can now be seen in Scream 6, which has just come out. Winona Ryder, of course, has the final season of Stranger Things coming out, and Michael Keating has The Flash, where he's back as Batman, coming out. So we'll have to wait and see whether this thing actually gets greenlit. And of course, it will be at Warner Brothers, so I'd assume the reaction to Michael Keating as Batman will kind of give Warner Brothers the indication of whether or not they want to push the little green button for Beetlejuice 2. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. So, with that, I'll leave it here for this one. So, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Catch you in the next one.